I'd be casually sitting at home, watching television, reading a book, and suddenly out of nowhere, I'd feel that everything is closing down in me, that I'm shrinking and there isn't any space left in me for air to pass through. And then it kind of snowballs into this real fucking nightmare. It's one thing to talk about it, it's something else entirely to go through it. It's like you are the epicenter of a very personalized sort of an earthquake. Anxiety is a fucked up life partner, man. I remember the first time I had a panic attack. It was incredibly horrifying, man. I mean, to an extent that I believe it has actually changed me as a person. I used to be a happy, outgoing, and adventurous kind of a person. Now I'm just scared. Every decision, every plan I make is rooted in fear. In a way, fear has become my base unit of functioning, And I live alone, so it gets all the more terrifying. Seeing a horror movie yourself and seeing it with a friend are two different things, right? But gradually adaptation works itself and you learn to develop some sense around it and you try to manage it with some tricks and techniques. But to be honest, you basically just have to hang in there and wait for it to pass. That's about it. So anyway, I'm in the middle of this panic attack and this time it's something else. It's so overpowering that I feel that this is it. That this is going to take me, I'm going to die. And so I run out. I never do that. I ran out in a haste like a maniac, and not because I wanted some fresh air, but because I wanted to put myself in the vicinity of people. So that if I collapse, someone will have a chance to save me. And even if I die fresh. And I won't be found rotting in my apartment 3 days later because a neighbor couldn't stand the stench of a fucking corpse. So I'm on the street and I'm panicking and I'm hyperventilating. I'm looking all terrified. And people get nervous around such people. And I see them excusing themselves away from me. Also because I'm not wearing a mask. So as soon as I realize that, I'm panicking even more. Because now I'm thinking, oh, I don't have a mask. So if I collapse, nobody's gonna bother coming near me. Because they'd be at risk. And even if they do, then I'd be at risk. What a fucking mess. And all of this is happening on a Saturday morning. Welcome to my shitty fucking life, man. There's a limit to your struggle. And so I get it. I get why people kill themselves. Because this is utter chaos. Right inside you. What a living hell. Anyway, I realized that I'm on my own. So somehow I gathered some strength and kind of sat myself down near a fountain. And all I did was I tried focusing on the sound of falling water. And that reminded me of something. A few years ago, I was with this girl and we were lying in bed and we were just talking about something. And it started to rain heavily outside. And I don't remember why, but somehow I happened to ask her if she believes in reincarnation. To which she said, what's not to believe in that? So of course I followed with, so what do you want to come back as? And I remember she was smoking a cigarette. She took a puff and she ever so gently tilted her head towards the window and said, the sound of water falling over water. That helped calm me down. And though I was exhausted and drained, I found myself smiling. So I walked back home. maybe that's the upside to it, you know, to know a storm so personally that the peace that it offers you as it passes is gorgeous and enlightening. Maybe that's how it makes it up to you. Because now I realize that these are like seasons inside me. They are cyclical, order and chaos. And my existence is their playground. I am the product of chaos turning into order, turning into chaos, turning into order constantly. So, in the least, I am a duality. There was this graffiti I once saw. It had a caption, it read, "Fuck the ultimate truth." And since then, I've been thinking about it. What is the ultimate truth? What is this one final truth? And as I was walking back home from the fountain, I was thinking about it. And I think I found the answer, of course, to my own satisfaction. That there is no one final truth. That there is no singularity. That maybe there cannot be a singularity without there being an infinity at the same time. It's like nothing is superpositioned with everything. Order and chaos, sound and silence, love and the idea of love, entropy and poetry. So maybe that's why our loneliness makes us so unstable. It's always looking for someone, even when we are not. There is this relentless valency for bonding until it finds a candidate for love, companionship, friendship. So that no one has to run outside of their homes when they're having a dreadful panic attack. Because there's nothing worse than the feeling of impending doom with no one around to comfort you in that storm. It's okay to live like that, but nobody wants to die alone. And so I'm thinking I should give her a call. Shouldn't I? I don't know, man. Is she hot? I guess. Then don't. Why? Because hot girls hate a bitchy monologuist, man. Why? Did I stretch it?